Thank the member for Coffs Harbour. I call the member for Tamworth.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I rise to speak on the Bail and Crimes Amendment Bill 2024. Mr Speaker, the State Labor Government recently announced the details of this bill, as well as a support package to be delivered in Moree. $13.4 million for a targeted response in Moree to address crime, support young people and improve community safety. Well, the problems facing Moree are the same that are being felt in the communities in the Tamworth electorate as well. Our people are fearful in their homes. Horror stories in Gunnedah and Tamworth as young people with no fear of anyone or anything roam the streets looking for trouble, breaking into people's homes, terrorising the occupants, assaulting the elderly, damaging property and stealing cars. The assistance package for Moree and the measures announced in the Bail and Crimes Amendment Bill 2024 do not go far enough, and the Attorney-General has stated that the proposed changes are not perfect. In my area, significant funding needs to be invested in support of programs to back up our police. You can't always arrest your way out of the problem. There needs to be support from the judicial system as well. I'm urging the Labor government to work with community groups like the Tamworth Local Aboriginal Lands Council, who have a program that would make a difference. They're appealing to the Federal Justice Reinvestment Program for funding, but this can easily be picked up by the State Labor government. The following narrative is a section from their application, and I encourage Communities and Justice to open the conversation with them. Between 2020 and 2023, there's been a steep rise in the offending rate and the type of offending amongst young people in Tamworth. From 25 young people, police have identified 8 clear ringleaders, with the others generally only offending when encouraged by the smaller cohort. Positive engagement has been proven to work effectively with the young people involved, young Aboriginal men aged 13 to 17. A 5-day-a-week rehabilitative diversionary program would operate on country for 6 to 10 young people. The program will provide a low staff-to-youth ratio with skilled Aboriginal mentors employed to lead a program that blends Aboriginal cultural knowledge, sharing, recreational and skill-based activities with a long-term view to building career pathways for each participant. Very similar to the existing Backtrack program that is now operating in approximately 9 centres in New South Wales. Participation in the program promoted and actively seeking funding by the Tamworth LELC will be voluntary and will aim to provide positive, consistent and supportive relationships to build young people's cultural identity and citizenship. In terms of cost saving, the cost of the application is 40% of the cost of continued incarceration. The proposed number of clients is 6 to 8 young people in year 1, with the potential to increase to a maximum of 10 young people in the following years. The young people to be targeted are central to youth crime in Tamworth, with crime rates reducing significantly when they're locked up. 62% reduction in vehicle theft, 25% reduction in aggravated break and enters when they are locked up. These 8 young people accounted for 25% of all legal actions in Tamworth over the last 2-year period. A significant cost saving will be created by running this intensive intervention program when compared to the cost of continuing to incarcerate these young people. The LELC went on to say 8 young people were incarcerated for a total of 2,018 days during 2021 and 2022, based on a rate of $2,748.96 per day, which is the cost of Youth Justice Services Productivity Commission 2022. This detention alone cost the New South Wales Government $5.547 million. without factoring in the cost of legal processes, community-based supervision, nor the social cost of the crimes to the community. A successful diversionary approach will represent a significant cost saving. The budget recurrent cost, $1.2 million per year, is required, plus additional setup costs for year one. That's the program that the Tamworth Local Aboriginal Lands Council would like to implement. That's the program that the state government is looking to roll out similarly in Moree. There are already programs ready to go, ready to be funded, and I thank the Tamworth Local Aboriginal Lands Council for their participation and for offering to be part of the solution. Mr. Speaker, police analysis has shown a clear correlation between the ringleaders' custodial timeframes, or times when they were bail compliant, and prevalence of crime in Tamworth. For example, when the ringleaders were incarcerated in November 22, there was a 62% reduction in stolen motor vehicles and a 25% decrease in aggravated break-and-enters across all Tamworth crime. In the case of those 8 young people, they accounted for 25% of all legal actions in Tamworth over the last 2-year period. The numbers speak for themselves. And again, I thank the Tamworth LALC. Community members are looking to lead and drive solutions that fill a current service gap by providing a program that provides full-time engagement with young people, as opposed to programs that run one day or a few hours a week and are bespoke, place-based solutions that can be flexible in accommodating the unique needs of young participants. And I commend the LALC, and I urge the State Labor Government to work with them on this program. In addition, Mr. Speaker, our police need support, and as part of that, I'm calling on a division of the Police Air Wing to be located in Tamworth to serve the New England Northwest. Tamworth has the resource capability to host Pol Air. When the Oxley Police District called for air support, it is of great benefit. The tyranny of distance faced by our police is a challenge, and the air support makes a huge difference. Not only in and around Gunnedah and Tamworth, but the whole New England Northwest, including when cars are stolen and driven to nearby towns. There's currently a fleet of 5 helicopters and 3 fixed-wing aircraft with a Pol Air Command, and Tamworth is an ideal location for one of those aircraft to be based right in the middle of the New England Northwest, the largest city in the New England Northwest, which is Tamworth. That ensures commands in the Northwest have access to a timely response when it is needed. More needs to be done, and everyone should be around the table doing whatever they can to keep our communities safe and stop these terrible crimes. And we urge the State Labor Government to please instigate a rural and regional police and crime inquiry, and let's stay at the table and work on a solution.